This thing called politics is like an elephant. It moves very slowly. But once it has passed, it leaves a permanent mark. You will know and feel that the EFF was here. Leaders do not have a privilege to complain. They've got a privilege to provide solutions. That's what leadership is about. And when you don't have solutions, the province is there, the national is there. We have a problem here. We need some sort of intervention in order to take the ANC toe for toe. I was very happy with the last by-elections we held here in Mpumalanga, in Bushbuckridge. We did not win, but I celebrated because I saw that those comrades in that ward, they were putting up a fight. They were not scared. There is nothing obvious in politics. The ANC doesn't own our people. Our people belong to parties they choose themselves, not because they get 350, not because they get grants, not because they get food parcels. It is their democratic right to vote any party they want to vote, staying in an RDP house. That RDP house is not provided by the ANC. It's provided by the taxes that our people are paying. That EFF, even when it gets elected tomorrow, it will still have to build the RDP houses because people are paying tax for that money. How do people know this information? You ought to go to them and explain to them. And you must never be impatient with our people. They take time to turn. But once they've turned, they will never go back. So they can only turn if you use political consciousness. Because the leadership ought to know politics. You can't say we're Fanonian school of thought or Marxist school of thought without using Marxist theory of dialectical materialism in order to analyze society. And as a doctor of a sick society, you ought to do a proper diagnosis so that you provide a proper prescription. In the absence of a proper diagnosis informed by Marxist theory of dialectical materialism, you will never provide a proper prescription. And this society is either going to be sick worse or it will die. So every branch, when it meets, there must be a political input from the chairperson. You must discuss a political item as a branch because that is the only way you are going to know politics. But these EFF branches that meets every day to discuss the PR councillor, he didn't come to the meeting last time. Since he became a PR, he even buys weave. And then you call those politics. We have more bigger problems than the weave of a PR. That's a sign of a cadre who doesn't read the founding manifesto of the EFF because it explains that no member of the EFF will ever be found bored. Because when you get bored, you read politics. When you are tired of reading politics, you go do door to door to recruit our people. When you are tired about that, you go to a municipality to fight for the grievances of our people. There is so much to do than to talk about weaves and how an individual has changed. Leave that individual. He or she is writing her own or his own history. Those positions are not permanent. They are only 5 years. After 5 years, when they say, Julius Malema, raise your hands, those who want Julius Malema, you take this other hand to hold the other one down. or none of these hands must go up for this name, because this name did nothing for us for the past 5 years. As a leader, you must be patient. This thing called politics is like an elephant. It moves very slowly. But once it has passed, it leaves a permanent mark. You will know and feel that the EFF was here and the EFF has had an impact. Even if they don't elect you and swear at you, you must know they are losing out. Because we must never elect each other as friends. We are not here as friends. We are here because we are brought together by politics. If you are going to choose each other as friends, you will not have the minutes of the PCT in the next meeting. When Colin, the chairperson, asked, where are the minutes? But check. I can't never fella news cafe so the minutes are detached. And once the minutes are detached, even before it starts. You hate this person. You don't love this person. It's your personal view. But now ask the political question. Does this person love the EFF? Is this person the hard worker? When called upon, is this person always available to hang the posters? If this person ticks all the boxes, whether you like him personally or not, vote for this person. He is right for the EFF. He may not be right for you. We don't have to love each other in order to work together. We have to love the organization in order to work together. I can tell you this province is ripe. It's available. The people of Mpumalanga demonstrated with the previous by-elections that they want to leave. But friendship will never build a vanguard alternative for the people of Mpumalanga. Only hard workers, only dedicated members, only disciplined members, only those who are there to serve and not to be served get elected. Only then the people of Mpumalanga will elect the EFF into power. You have to look at yourself as members and leaders of the EFF as you go into nomination and conclusion of additional members. Is this PEC gender balanced? Is this PCT representatives of the demographics of Mpumalanga? Is this PCT taking the new, the young, and the old together in order to keep organizational memory? Because there are people who say they were in Marikana in 2013 when we formed the EFF, automatically they must be elected. It means you formed it for yourself, Mos. Why did you form it and call new members only to insult them when they've joined the organization that you recruited them to? The EFF is only turning 10 years next year. There is no one who is a veteran of the EFF. Not even Dalim Pofu is a veteran of the EFF. We don't have veterans. We are still babies who are growing. Do not blackmail us and force us into electing a dunderhead on the basis that it found itself in a bus to Marikana, and therefore we owe you for the rest of our lives. We never forced you into a bus. You got into a bus on your own. We do not owe you anything. Let leaders be elected on merits. We want to take this organization forward. We want to build an organization that is strong, not only in the province, but also on the ground. Comrades, people who do negative things in your life, if you sit down and listen and look at your life. You are where you are because of people who did bad things to you. I agreed to form the EFF because the ANC did bad to me. So do not look at people who do negative things in your life in a negative way. Get them into the PCT, because when you think of not preparing a political input, you are going to think of that guy who's going to come for you for not doing political input, and then you will start preparing a political input. You are going to think of that lady who's going to say, but these minutes are not written properly. Next time when you write, you take your time, you write neatly, you check grammar, you check spelling, you make sure issues are well captured. Why? Una le motho shuka mo PCT untina hampe. Khane wena o ro swabisha motho, khanti wa ke developer into becoming a better asset for the movement. So do not always think this person does not like me, therefore must not come into the same structure where I am. They may be negative, and it is that negativity which might be propelling movement forward in your life. So it's important that you don't allow a PCT of yes men and yes women. Yeah? When Colin has spoken, Ustalo Kulumi, Ukulumi Lostan. We can't allow that. We need a robust PCT which is unable to finish its meeting because it's too late, postponed to come back tomorrow, because we want to finish this matter. We don't vote in the PCT. We reach consensus. We persuade each other. We believe in the power of persuasion. Don't say, okay, because we don't agree. Those who agree, raise hands. That's ANC. In the EFF, we lead through superior logic. And superior logic means you must have the facts in persuading us to follow a particular matter. And once consensus are reached, we move forward. We don't raise hands and vote in our own meeting because we disagree on an issue. If it's urgent and required to be resolved, immediately the leadership is there from the province, from the region, from national. You can ask for their intervention and their wisdom to give you guidance.